As a hero, the man had killed the Demon King, but countless lives had been sacrificed in the process. Even his friends, lovers, and family members had perished during the demon invasion. At the moment Jack was about to fall into despair, the gem in his hand suddenly emitted a dazzling light, transporting him 3 years back in time. When he opened his eyes again, his mother was still alive, his friends were still true to their hearts, and even Jenny was still by his side. Seeing all this warmth restored, Jack swore to himself that this time, he would not let the tragedy repeat itself. On this continent, there had always been two opposing factions. One was the alliance of humanoid races, and the other, the demon tribe. The two factions had been at war for decades, but everything changed with the appearance of the new Demon King. The demon army launched a suicidal attack, and the humans couldn't hold out much longer. Pushed to the brink of destruction, humanity gathered its final forces to counterattack the demons, even sending Jack and his party of adventurers to assault the Demon King's castle. Along the way, they suffered heavy casualties, and by the time they reached the Demon King's chamber, only Jack's companion, Anna, remained. In the chamber, there was only a red crystal. Before they could react, the Demon King attacked, but Anna stepped in front of Jack, shielding him from the attack, and in doing so, vanished forever. The loss of his companion fueled Jack's anger, and he swore to kill the Demon King. However, the Demon King's magic was too powerful, capable of making its targets disappear completely. Jack had no way of fighting it. In the end, he gambled everything on the power of the gem within his sword, releasing its energy. The blast of power allowed Jack to stab the Demon King to death, but he sacrificed everything in the process. As he collapsed, unable to move, the gem, which had been overlooked, suddenly burst with light. It seemed to be out of control, and Jack tried to seal it with his own body. Just as he grabbed the gem, a beam of white light wrapped around him. When Jack opened his eyes again, he found himself lying in a room that was both familiar and strange. He got up and opened the window, and to his surprise, he saw his homeland, just before it was destroyed, so beautiful that Jack wondered if he was dreaming. At that moment, Jenny, as usual, called out to him to wake up. Seeing Jack with a sad expression, she entered the room to check on him. Unable to hold back his longing, Jack rushed to hug her. In his excitement, his hand went to the wrong place, and Jenny, shy and struggling, ended up making the situation even more awkward. Flustered and angry, Jenny hit Jack before running out of the room. Jack stood there, frozen, until the pain in his chest made him realize this wasn't a dream. Under the covers, the red crystal was still hidden. As Jack wondered about this, he suddenly felt hungry. When he went downstairs, he saw the breakfast that Jenny had prepared. Having not eaten properly for so long, he devoured it all. Joey, Jack's best friend, approached him. In their previous life, they had fought side by side until the very end. After confirming the date, Jack realized he had indeed returned to the past. He hurried to the library to find his mother. His mother, a top-tier sorceress, agreed to his request and confirmed the existence of time magic. However, she also warned him that no one dared to use such magic, as it required immense magical power, so much that even the strongest sorcerers couldn't bear it. The cost of storing such power was too great. The only gem capable of containing this power had long been lost, possibly in the hands of the demons. A sudden realization struck Jack. He knew that the gem was in his possession. His mother eyed him suspiciously, for Jack had never sought her out before, and his attitude had completely changed. Under the setting sun, Jack held the gem, deep in thought. Jenny approached him from behind. Jack quickly knelt and apologized, claiming he had been rude due to a strange dream that morning. Jenny didn't press him further, but only Jack knew the truth. In their previous life, the demon army had attacked his hometown, and Jenny had died in his arms. Now, Jenny was right in front of him, but only Jack remembered the tragedy from 3 years ago. Clutching the gem tightly, Jack vowed to change everything this time, to protect those around him, and to create a beautiful ending.